So this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to do the ice beam wall crawl. I'm not really going to go over wall crawling techniques and terminology and stuff like that. This is just going to be about this specific wall crawl, and it's going to be the easier of the two routes, in my opinion. So to start, just jump on this branch. It's not really that difficult. There's a lot of space you can land. And then jump to this ledge. And from here you want to press left against the wall. And while holding, I think, kind of up left to go forward here, you want to jump right before you hit this slope. I hit this slope. You could see me stop for a brief moment. That's much better. You'll know you get it if it's a pretty continuous motion. If you see yourself stop because you hit the slope, then you probably won't get enough height as a general rule of thumb. But you want to jump into this part of the wall. And I usually go forward and then back, so it'll look like this. So you jump forward, hold back, and then jump forward. Like that. So ghetto jump, back, and then forward. So right before you hit the ledge is when you jump. So hopefully that explains that jump well enough. But from here, you want to land onto this ledge, and there's plenty of room left and right here. You can land pretty much anywhere. If you land here, that's okay too. Just you can either bomb yourself out or whatever. Then jump up here, and then jump onto this ledge here, right by these two things. So, like that. From here you want to jump on this door, and there's an overhang over this door that prevents you from approaching the door anywhere but the sides. So, you'll hit your head on that probably during this jump, but you want to edge over, and then, well, you want to do better than that. Jump on the door like this. What's really important is knowing where you can jump. It should be like this alignment is what you're going for. Like right here. And that was too far left. That's why I got kicked out. Your alignment left and right from this perspective is the biggest thing. So I was too far left again because I haven't done this in forever. But anyway, it's not too bad. But if you fall, don't worry too much. You can walk over here, use this door as a reference point, and then use the side of this room as a reference and go to about here. You'll see your arm cannon start to bobble a little bit like mine is now. It's very subtle, but it's kind of like slightly moving up and down. That'll let you know you can jump, and then just move back a little bit. And from here, aim toward the center of the room and move left and right while going forward like this until you see yourself dip a little bit. So, right there. That means I walked over a corner of the room's box. And so now, I want to line up. I want to jump when I pass over this corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right past where I fall. So I'm slightly to the right of it now. And I'm going to flick toward the corner and hit B right after I flick. So flick and hit B. You want to be right next to it so that any rightward movement or leftward movement, depending on what side you're on, will move you over the corner. So it's just a very brief explanation of how to climb rooms, because the first time I did this I didn't know how to do that, and floating for 40 minutes is not the way to go. So anyway, jump on the door, and from here you're going to run up to the front of the door like this, and then you're going to hold up left while you jump, and then switch to down left and jump again fairly quickly, because you're going to hit your head on the overhang above you. So I'm going to hold up left to move forward. That's going to cause me to move forward, and as I am about to leave the front of the door here, I'm going to start my jump and then quickly go down left and jump again. So I didn't even jump fast enough there because I was so focused on the timing. But I'll do that again. It's a pretty quick second jump, and I just cannot get this today. Wow. Anyway. So up left and then quickly switch to down left and jump. You can jump before you switch to down left. Anyway. You can jump in many places in this room. You can jump on this edge, you can jump here, you can probably jump here, here, here. Any of these, anything that looks kind of like the top of a wall, you can probably jump on. But whatever you do, you don't want to jump too high or you'll get a skywalk like this. So just keep that in mind, but just jump on the door. It's not too bad. Then move left and you'll automatically walk up onto the room here, and it'll transition the map. Once you've done that, you want to jump over to the right here and then jump left so that you have enough height. You want to have enough height to get a skywalk here. So I don't know if I can... Okay. So I'll do that quickly. And then walk over here and wait here. And you'll notice where I'm waiting isn't directly... It's not centered. I'm actually closer toward this wall here. This is just like a better place to land. The center probably works fine, but I've just had more success landing here. If you weren't fast enough, for whatever reason, you have to be a little bit more careful. So I'll go back here. So jump. You want to, like I said, you want to jump, go right so that you're in the right room's box, and then jump left. So if you're too slow, just go over to here-ish, and you want to be, like I said, kind of with this alignment. And then just slowly move left so that you fall about here. And then from here, move slightly left, and you'll land on the door. And then you should be able to just kind of move left and jump to transition the room. So from here, you can just jump up here. You can see that I can't really jump. All right. You can see that there's these little, like, weird wall things. You want to jump, like, in here. And then jump onto this lip right next to these pipes. That was a little scary. But there's a little bit of wall right next to these pipes. And then you want to jump on this wall. From here, just jump along this wall and jump about here. There's a decent amount of space. If you move too far left or right, you will get stuck and you'll have to bomb like I just did. But there's a decent amount of space that you can walk here. I went too far left again. But you'll hear the GameCube or Wii load the next room, and you can see it if you have to. It's preferable if you hear the loading sound to just jump on the door right away before the room finishes loading, because if the room finishes loading, there's a chance you'll kind of hit the side of the room as you jump on the door, and that can cause issues, as I'm about to explain. So make sure you jump cleanly onto the door if you can, and then move right, jump to transition the room. Jump a little forward like this to land on the room. And then just jump forward. Well, I used my second jump too early there. But I can go back here. Just jump forward and get a skywalk like this. If you didn't hit the edge of this room back here, then the loading trigger will be about here. If you did end up accidentally hitting a lot of stuff around here, the loading trigger will move to around this part. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're having a lot of difficulty loading by touching this part of the room. Try touching this part of the room. But it should have loaded. So what I do for this part is I keep shooting as I move forward, and as soon as I hit this wall, I just let go of the control stick and fall. And now I just jump straight up, and you'll see that the map transitions to Furnace. From here, just do a double jump and back up at the peak and move left until you're beyond the edge of that tunnel. And then you can walk around. Again, if you fall in this room, just try to find a corner of the room's box and jump like I did earlier. But I don't want to spend too much time on that, so line up with this morph ball path. You can just jump straight forward here and walk up like this, or if you want to be a little bit faster, you can jump on this wall and you can walk along this wall all the way forward. Whatever you do, you want to walk all the way forward until you stop moving, and that will make this room appear. So from there, walk over this morph ball door and morph. So this is what it looks like. I'm a little bit on the left of the door here. Just slightly. This would be like completely aligned. This would be, but I'm a little bit left of that. Make sure you see the map transition. If the music can change without you actually transitioning the map, so that's something to keep in mind. So from here, jump and kind of wiggle along the side of the wall, if that makes any sense, and you'll know when you get the room to load because of that. If you didn't get it the first time, wait till you get a jump around here, and then just keep wiggling along the side until this loads. Okay, so jump into this wall. You can just hold forward and bomb here. You don't need to worry about releasing the control stick when the bomb hits you or anything like that. So get a skywalk like this, and then move slowly over the door, because the next room is taller, so you'll just fall. And then you can just walk to the right like this to transition the map. So now, walk to the edge of this and do a quick space jump. Pretty quick. If you get a really good one, you'll be high enough here. First, missile the door. That's the first thing. But you'll be high enough to just walk onto this door. If you didn't get enough height, again, you can try to find a corner. There should be one right by this door. And you can get height this way. Anyway, you want to end up falling onto the door. It's kind of hard to see. It's probably better to shoot it before you walk onto it. And then use the map to line yourself up here. Jump backward and then jump below the top of the door to get the next room to load. Like this. And you'll see that the door becomes blue again. And when that happens, you should just be able to walk right and the next room will appear. From here you can try jumping around. Ultimately, the low trigger, I believe, is about here in this corner. It's near the corner. Might not be exactly. There. This is where the low trigger is. And you can bomb jump to get up here, or jump like I just did. So, the easiest way, wait till you get a jump. And come on. Alright. Morph against the wall and just bomb jump up. And then you can do a space jump and you'll get a skywalk. So once you've done that and the previous room is unloaded, walk over here to this door. It's another door you'll just fall onto when you approach it. And you can walk left like this to transition the map. From there, you can jump on this wall, you can walk along it, and then jump to this, any of these rings. You want to jump on the side of the ring, not the center. And then from there, just get as much height as you can. You don't need that much, but, well, get as much as you can. This is a good amount. From there, walk around here and fall here. Just do a double bomb jump. And you should just be able to bomb jump toward this door. Sometimes it moves you diagonally toward the door instead of the direction you wanted to go. But anyway, bomb jump or jump onto this door. And do the same thing we did before. Shoot the door, then jump, and then jump again when you're below the door. And that should load the next room. You can transition it again, like before. Move left over the door. But before we leave, we need to get this room to go away. We need it to disappear. So to do that, shoot the door again. Make sure the map is on reflecting pool access before you do this, and that you're standing over that room instead of standing in this room, just to be safe. And do the same thing again. Just jump below the top of the door and it'll go away. And that's it. That's pretty much the end of this. You just double jump, walk over here, morph, and unmorph. You can be a little bit above this door. Don't be below the door. Too high is better, but be about this height, shoot the door, walk up, and that's it. Well, make sure you touch the door too, but that's it. So from here, this is a ghetto jump off the stone toad, so jump up here and then move left when you jump, and that's it. That'll get you Ice Beam. And yeah, hopefully that was useful, and thanks for watching.